Hey y'all. Hello, my divine ladies. Welcome. And my new ones, welcome to my channel. Welcome. I feel like this is such a powerful topic for you ladies today. And I feel like this is something that I need to get into and talk about. Hey girl, how you doing, boo? I feel like this is something I need to talk about and get into because especially for women who are on the journey of leveling up and treating themselves like the prize, this is where it begins. Number one, it begins with women taking accountability. That's number one. A woman must take accountability. I didn't have a list or anything like that, but I feel like this is in regards to my post that I made in my community tab in regards to women who oh, I'm good, girl, how you doing, boo? In regards to women, hey girl, hey Satu. Let me let y'all come in. I always just start talking, but let me let y'all come in. you know, um, I made something really delicious today. Oh my god. It's this guy that I see on YouTube. His name is Mr. Make It Happen. And boy, I tell you, the meals that he be pushing on his YouTube, boy, I tell you, it's one of those like he has his signature thing that goes, we're here for a good time, not for a long time. He is so right because the food will kill you. You can't eat like this every day, the food that he makes. It's one of those things that you treat. I made myself something really good today, something really delicious. I think it's like some chili fried shrimp. Ooh, child, it was so good. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. I'm gonna let y'all come in because you know what? You know, I feel like this is such a topic that, some women run away from without realizing that it's doing her more damage than good. Okay. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. Come on in. Because we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about it today. Okay. Yes. Hello, DJ. Hey. Okay. So, my topic, how hatred for men keeps you from your feminine energy. What do I even mean by that? Okay. Um, so I used to make a lot of content back in the days that were counter productive for my level up. That's just what it was. It was counterproductive because I felt like I needed to make content for a certain community, let's just, a certain community. And you said you're proud misandrist. I don't know what that is. And you love men who are in their divine feminine. Oh, okay. That's the opposite, girl. I don't like any I don't promote feminine men out here. My goal is to attract the opposite because I'm already feminine enough. I don't need a feminine man. So, anyways. But yeah, I feel like when a woman has a lot of hatred towards men, this is a woman who has experienced trauma, who has experienced um enough issues that she hasn't dealt with herself, and she feels that being angry towards men is helping her when it's doing more damage than good. And what I mean by that, because back in the days when I used to make content, when I, especially for divestment and all of that, and I didn't realize the type of woman I was attracting when I was making content like that. I was attracting a lot of deranged women, a lot of deranged women, you know. And I know there's still a lot that are still probably tuned in and subscribed or whatever the case is, but I attracted a lot of them, you know. And for some reason, I felt like the more I made fun of men, especially black men, it was like I was attracting women who had bad experiences with them, and they were jumping on this bandwagon like, yeah, they're all trash, they ain't nothing, blah blah blah. And I just kept, you know, attracting or finding reasons to hate them more. And it made no sense to me because, for one, and this is what I was trying to sound like a mammy, I have a black son, right? And I'm just like, I think about it, I'm like, I don't want my son thinking I hate, you know, him because he was born a male. And, you know, it's just like, and because he was born a black male, I didn't want him thinking like that, right? So I thought to myself, especially when I started, you know, getting into the receiving mode as a feminine woman, because feminine energy doesn't hate. We just don't have the energy for that. We're always in the receiving mode. And if you're hating, you can't receive, right? So I realized I was attracting a lot of women who had unresolved issues and unresolved trauma, and they felt like by bashing and be like, oh, you know, can't stand these men, blah blah, calling them names, whatever the case is, that it was just gonna make them better or anything. And the worst thing about it is these type of women attracted feminine men, because when you're in a hatred energy, you're in a masculine energy. And if you're in a masculine energy, you're going to attract feminine men, because masculine men will not be attracted to a woman who's bitter, who's angry, who has a lot of hatred in her heart. They're not going to be attracted to that, right? And I realized, I said, why am I jumping on this bandwagon when I actually came across generous black men who have helped me in some ways or another, who have made my life easier some ways or another. And even if they weren't all the greatest, I attracted them because of my own issues. I attracted them. So for one, me taking accountability for the type of man that I attracted made me understand why I was attracting these type of men. Because every man that comes into your life is going to teach you something, whether it teaches you to have higher standards, whether it teaches you to treat yourself like the prize, whatever it teaches you to heal from whatever energy you may have. It teaches you something. And when a woman is not ready to accept that, she's not going to be ready to be in her feminine energy. She's not going to be ready to grow. She's not going to be ready to receive. You know, she's just not going to. Oh, okay. So you said you notice there are less trolls now that Connor's the higher vibe. Both female male trolls aren't here as much anymore. Right, DJ? Right, DJ? Exactly. And so, and of course, they don't want to hear anything that has to do with them taking responsibility for the type of men they attract, because hatred only attracts more things for you to hate. And women who hate a group of men because of whatever reason, even if she feels that she has a valid reason, every single race that we come across, you're going to find something negative about them. But when you focus on negativity, that's all you see, because whatever you put out, you get back. Right? And I just kept realizing that, you know, the type of woman that I was attracting, or, you know, it just wasn't a good vibration at all. It wasn't in a good vibration at all. So it's like, I don't know. I just find it like it's a very feminist, you know, energy for a woman to be in when she is angry, Because it's like, what are you angry? Are you angry at the man that didn't pick you? Are you angry that you have not healed from something that you probably caused to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because I try to always understand, what is it that a woman could be so angry and hate towards a man? What reason does she really have? She can say all these things like, oh, like, we're being oppressed by them. How? How could you possibly be oppressed by a man unless you're allowing him to oppress you? Because there's no man out here that's oppressing me. You said, what's my opinion on passport bros? I don't have no idea who they are, Sahatu. I've never even heard of them, ever. But you said, yes, this is so true. Not too long ago, I was contacted by an old, let's just say old guy, old man, and used to know before you leveled up. What I attracted back then was a complete opposite from what I get now. Exactly. You said he got mad and threatening when you wasn't the old you, but according to the advice I got here, I just ignored. I don't want to let him affect me and go back in any old ways. Exactly. And I'm just thinking to myself, I have attracted good, bad, all types through the thoughts that I was carrying in my head. I attracted certain types of people. I attracted men who I thought, oh my God, this guy is completely in his feminine, but who actually was extremely generous to me. And I thought to myself, the more I judge, the more I get judged back. So I'm like, why am I judging if I don't want to be judged? And I find that when you see these content creators who just push out hate, these are women who don't love themselves, who are angry with themselves. And when a woman is in her masculine energy, that is what she's going to talk about, is hatred, is anger, is bitterness. She's going to talk about that the most because she has not healed from whatever trauma that she experienced from her own accounts. Women don't want to hear that. Women don't want to take accountability for how she puts herself in a situation with a certain type of man. And women who focus on like the negativity of one group of men, it makes me think like, where's this woman's mind at? Because what you focus on, you bring about, right? You said it's a movement of American men, mostly black men, getting their passports and going to other countries to find wife or submissive woman. Oh, okay, I never heard of it, girl. I wouldn't even know because I don't even pay attention to men like that. I really don't. Yeah, I never heard of them. But I'm sure it's not just black men doing that. I'm sure there's all race. But black men get more hype because of the woman who hyped them up. Women hype up these men that they so-called can't stand. They hype them up. They talk about them. They're obsessed. It's like, it's like it just, and that's why to me it looks like that they're angry that they weren't picked by them. So they want to prove something like, yeah, I have something better. So they literally treat the man that they're with like, if he's a non-black male, like he's God. She puts him on a pedestal. She just like, it's like this is her prize. And they're not afraid to admit it. And any woman who thinks the man that she's with is her prize, that is mental derangement. This is not a woman that's okay. And these are women who have like a bunch of followers who's pushing the same hatred, and girls are going around like, yeah, I'm going to hate this one, but love this one more than I love myself. It's like the point of, being your feminine energy is focusing on yourself. That's what feminine energy is, focusing on yourself. Yes, it's all races, but to be honest, they're not the men most of us want. So to be honest, they're the same kind of online dating reject kind of guys. No shade, but those men need to level up too. Yeah, and you know what? Any man that is, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't focus on men that aren't the target. Right? I just, there's no point to focus on men that aren't the target. There's no point of focus on men who still need work, to work on their mindset or anything like that. What's the point? Because the more you focus on the lesser men, you're actually, blocking out the men you do want. Now, if you want a masculine man, you're not going to be focusing on the opposite. But if women want feminine men, they want men that they could talk bad about. That's all she's going to get. That's all she's going to attract. This is literally the law of attraction. What you focus on, you bring about. That's just what it is. There's no ifs and about it. And I'm telling you, I know when I was making that type of content, I attracted a lot of crazy women. And then these are, and it's weird because sometimes the women that I attracted, they wanted to go out of their way to feel like, yeah, well, I do have a prize. Who cares if my prize is he's white or he's Asian or whatever the case? They would literally say that. And I don't promote men being the prize on my channel at all. The goal is not to say this man is bad, let's elevate the other race of man, because every race of man has dust. Are you going to focus on that? Why would you focus on something you don't want? It makes no sense. This is why I'm saying women who aren't ready to level up, who aren't ready to put their mind right, they're not going to get this message. They're going to stay in that angry, bitter mode for a long time. There's nothing that can help them, because as long as they have a man that picks them, they feel like they're on top of something. They're winning something. And a lot of these women who are going off like that, just listen to the way they I don't even say listen to the way they speak. I know a lot of women who came across their content hear the way they speak. There's nothing happy about it, and there's nothing feminine about it. Why want to pay attention to a woman who's not in the same vibration as you? Unless there's a part of you that still feels like that. You still feel angry. And I'm telling you, hatred keeps you from regaining that feminine energy that we all have, that we're all born with. He said, exactly, it doesn't bother me at all. I'll give them a slow clap on their way out. Some men can only provide for you the untold truth. They're not the target. And to be honest, like I said, I only focus on masculinity. When I see a man who wants to make his wife or the woman in his life easier, that's a masculine energy. But because a lot of women these days are working, and the more women who are working, the more testosterone that they're building for themselves, the more easier it is for that woman to be angry. I mean, I'd be angry too if I was working. You know what I'm saying? I'd be angry too. And then, of course, when you see, men that you can't stand is hypergamous, but you still got to work, that, of course. But I say this all the time. There is no race of man out here that's the prize. It doesn't matter. None. Doesn't matter what this man does. He's not the prize. And if a woman can disregard one race of man but elevate another, this is a woman who's not in the right state of mind. You literally following this woman into a dark shadow of nothingness. Okay? That's what happens. I'm telling you, it took for me a while, a good 2 years maybe. Because I know when I started my content, my channel, I was a little bit confused as to what information I wanted to talk about. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the things I was talking about holds a lot of truth, right? But I focused it on it so long to the point where that's all I attracted in my real life. All I attracted was men that I talked about. Like, I'm telling you, that's all I attracted. Everywhere I went, I attracted them because it's all I talked about. And I was like, wow, you see how the universe works? I kept talking about sugar booty. I kept talking about feminine men, kept talking about them. And that's all I came across. So I literally had to shift the things that I talk about. This is why I literally got rid of, my videos. Because it was like, it got to a point where like I felt like I was pushing the same hatred that I no longer support. There's no reason for me to. Because my energy, the way my energy is set up, I already know what I'm attracting the moment I shifted my mindset and realizing that, wait a minute, if I want or if I appreciate a masculine man, that's what I'm going to talk about. I can't hate what I created. You know what I'm saying? Because women, we are the prize. We create these men. If a man is a certain way, it's because we created him that way. Men don't birth men, women birth them. So if a man's a certain way, you got to look at yourself. What did you do? Because most of the time when you see a man a certain way, it goes back to his mother. What did his mother teach him? What did his mother show him or not show him? And because if a man is a certain way, I'm telling you right now, it's going to go back to his mother. This is the way it is. Exactly, DJ. And I attracted a lot of angry women. I attracted that. Because of the things that I was saying on my channel, I attracted angry women. Women who think that their solution is by talking about men to get their attention. It's like, that's what they want. A lot of these divestors, they want attention from the man that didn't pick them. They want his attention. Look at me. I don't like you. I can't stand you. You ain't nothing. You're nothing. You're this and this and that. These men don't care how you feel about them. They're still going to make their money. They're still going to do whatever they want to do. They're still going to do it. They don't care. They could care less. How you feel about them is irrelevant. They don't care. And then these women are going off making, they don't really have real content to help women. All they teach women is anger and hatred. And that's very easy to pass along because misery loves company. You talk about anything opposite of misery, people don't want to hear that because, like I said, a lot of women these days are working. And a working woman is a stressed one. And when she's stressed, she's going to be easily triggered to be upset. When you focus on things you don't want, you get more of it. This is science. That's why the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. When somebody wants to be rich, they're not going to hang around poor people. When they want wealth, they're going to be around people who emulate that. You want to be around wealth, you're gonna find yourself around that. But I'm telling you, when you have anger and hatred, you don't attract masculine men. You attract men that will take advantage and exploit you because of your hatred. They look at that woman and they're like, oh my God, this woman got some issues. She hates her own kind. Especially if she's black and she's talking bad about black men. It's like, she's going to attract a liberal man. That's what they attract. And liberal men, I'm telling you, you might as well be with a woman. Okay? You might as well be with a woman. That's just what it is. Exactly. These women are they're trying to be, oh, this is what you need to do this. You need to divest. These divestors aren't happy. They're not happy. I've never came across a happy divestor ever in my life. I've never came across one. Not virtually and not physically. I've never came across a happy one because they're trying too hard to prove something. I don't have to go out of my way to prove how happy I am for not dating a certain race of man. I don't have to do that. It's like we know we're grown women, grow up. It's like it's about time to grow up and take responsibility. If a woman is like, oh, I hate men, then be a lesbian. Go with another woman. That's it, because that's all they're going to attract. You're not going to attract masculine energy when you are in the masculine energy. You're going to repel it. That's what you're going to do. You're going to repel it. Because no masculine man is attracted to that. Exactly, DJ. Divestors, a lot of, if not all, a good percentage, are not hypergamous. They just want to be with any other race of man to love them. Oh, because he finally picked me. Let me just go where I'm appreciated. That's where I want to go, where I'm appreciated, where I'll get picked. They're looking for love outside of themselves. And they feel they're going to get it by being with another race of men. It's these a lot of these women are pick-me's. And I'm sorry to say this, but that's just what it is. They're not thinking about hypergamous. They're not thinking about, securing the bag. They're not thinking about that. They're not in receiving mode. They go from channel to channel, from different content, from media, from social media, trying to see anything that'll make them feel good about, oh, look at this beautiful black and white couple. Oh, and that white man could be a complete bum. He ain't got no money. She's working with him, splitting bills with him, or she found him on a dating site. Could be nothing. He could be a complete turd. And she's like, oh, as long as he's not black. Oh. I'm just like, girl, the man's a bum. The man's a bum. And then it's like, and then these women hold on to it, thinking that, anger actually kills you quicker. When you have hatred in your heart, it not only does it age you, it gives you all type of ulcers, heart issues, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. You start losing hair. You start growing hair in places you shouldn't grow. Look at the difference between a woman who's angry and a woman who is happy, who's full of energy, who's full of life. One emits light, one emits darkness. There's a big difference. You can just see it. It's just like you can just tell when a woman is in receiving mode. You can see the glow on this woman's face. She doesn't have time to hold on to anger or to even, do anything with it. She has no time for it. And women, because a lot of women know that, especially when it comes to black women, are very emotional. Mind you, all women are emotional. But black women know how to trigger a response out of another black woman. Let's just face it. She just knows how to do it. And she knows it starts with men. If I talk about this man, I'm going to trigger a response that all women who dealt with them could relate to. It's like, well, maybe because you didn't have high standards. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you didn't have high standards. But to me, it doesn't make sense for someone to be a divestor and then call themselves a gold digger. It's like you're one or the other. I never seen both. Because to me, when you're a gold digger, you're taking money from everybody. The only color you paid attention to is green. Okay. You're not paying attention if this person ain't this color, I ain't taking his money. Shoot, I take money from all races. White, black, Indian, Asian. It don't matter. I'm taking money from all of them. If they're giving me money, believe me, I am receiving more. I'm taking it. I don't think anything negative about me taking money from a black man. I don't think anything negative. I have taken plenty of money from black men. They've given it to me. I have no problem with it. In fact, they feel happy giving it to me. I know one of my girls right now who has her whole rent being paid. She got it. She never even gave the man sex. She got everything out of this guy. So it's not like it's not possible. It's the energy that you have for yourself. What do you attract? And I'm telling you, these angry women, that's why they're going to keep working. They're not going to have a man taking care of them. They're going to keep working. They have to. They have to. That's why they got to go desperate enough to go find a man online, because they can't actually meet men in person. They just can't. You know what I'm saying? They just can't. They can't. They won't be able to. They won't be able to attract masculine men ever, to be honest, because they haven't healed from whatever energy that they experience. I highly doubt especially when I hear a black woman who says, "Oh, I never dated a black man." That's a lie. That is the biggest lie. I don't care what they say. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Do not believe that. How are you, a black woman, especially a dark-skinned black woman? You never dated a black man. Stop lying. Stop it. Come on now. Like, that is a lie. That is a lie. Only time I would believe something like that is if she's mixed and she grew up in a very white neighborhood. Okay? Like white neighborhood. And then there's this nun around, and her, that's the only time. But yeah, or at least talk. Exactly, Sasha. Either way, I highly doubt. Yeah, I highly doubt. And I came across these, women telling me that I never dated one. Like, oh, stop it. What do you? And I always think in my head, do you want a bone or a biscuit? What you want, right? They feel like they got something above another woman when she says, "I never dated a black man before." It's like, okay, girl. Okay, girl. I think about it when I used to hear this girl say this, I was just like, this girl is so dumb. I was just like, what is wrong with this girl? But you know what? For whatever reason, she felt like she needed to say it to make herself feel better. I only attract blondes and blue eyes. That's all I attract. Because look at me, I look so good that the only race that will come to me are white men. I'm just like, okay, girl. okay. Whatever. I'm telling you. I actually had someone say that to me before, and I was just like, this girl is so like, okay, whatever. But I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. And I just realized, I was like, damn, man, I was always talking. You know what? I even had people say to me, they thought Hold on, y'all. You know, like this girl. Yeah, this girl that we went out, and every single person she came across, every single person she came across when we went out, every single, like, I'm gonna say every single person, but every guy that she came across, she was just, I'll never do this. I'll never date. I never did. And I was just like, wow, you know? And I said to myself, I said, why is she saying this to me? Why is she saying this to me? And and I guess at the same time, it's because I attracted her. I attracted her. Don't get me wrong. She was kind enough to bring me a gift. She was kind enough to do that. But at the same time, I felt like we were really just relating on a very negative energy together. We were just relating on a negative energy together. It wasn't conducive. And honestly, it didn't last long. It didn't last long. And it's weird because we even took a trip together. We even ended up taking a trip together as well. This is when I went to Montreal. And I was like, and it was weird because another girl that was there, she was like, "Oh, I would never ever date a white man." She was complete opposite. She was like, "I would never date a white man ever, 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 ever." She's like, "No matter what, I would never date a white man." And because I guess because she was light skinned, right? She's like, "I'll never date one." And I'm just like, okay. She's like, "Oh, this is it's not the same thing." And it's like they close off against all races of men. Or I mean, they close off, like, what if she came across a man that wanted to provide for her, give her the life and whatever she was looking, what if she came across that and it happened to be the race that she didn't want to be with? Would she say no? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Would she say no? I just want to know. Mm. You said, what's wrong with dating? Hi, sis. What's wrong with dating black men? One of the best relationships you ever had was with a black man. He said, all bows down to the standards and the way a woman carries herself. Hello, hello, babes. Yes, at the end of the day, it's always about that. It's always about that. And it's just, I just found this interesting. I came across a lot of interesting people. And that's what I really realized. I came across a lot of interesting people during this time. You know, yeah, like where one was just two extremes. One was like, I'll never date a black man. One was like, I'll never date a white man. But it's like, but I realized these weren't women in their feminine energy. These weren't women who were gold diggers. These weren't women like that. These were women that wanted love. That's what they wanted. They wanted love. They wanted something outside themselves. This is what they wanted. You know. Yep, exactly. Men are men, regardless of color. I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, a woman's gonna make her own decision, but at the end of the day, women gonna make their own decision. Because women tend to focus on the wrong things. She focuses on the wrong thing. She focuses on every detail of a man versus just securing the bag. That's the thing I don't understand. She's focused on the wrong things. Like, and I even came across, a girl who's like, she actually, her, she may not like dating black men or whatever the case is, but, she saw her mother being treated good by one. So I don't know what happened, to her along the way where she felt like she needed to get to that point where she was like, oh yeah, I'm a divester or whatever the case. And I don't know what it is about, that word that it makes me cringe now, to be honest. It really does. I used to say it. I used to make videos on it. I'm telling you, but it's just like, it makes me cringe thinking how angry I used to be. You meant the person saying that they don't date black men as a black man means something bad. Yeah. The goal is not to hate anyone for that matter. Exactly. Men are men regardless of color. They're like, that's just what it is. That's my whole point. Once a woman starts focusing on color and this type of color is bad, most of the times I see women talking that these are women who don't have children. I'm just going to say it. A lot of them, they don't have children. So maybe that's why a lot of them are angry. Maybe they wanted children and they didn't have any, and maybe that's why they're upset. I don't know that, but I know a lot of them don't have children. The ones who have, it's hard for life to grow from something that's toxic. It's very hard for life to grow from that. Me personally, I don't hate black men. I have 3 beautiful children that came from black men. So I can never hate that. Because for me to hate them is to say I hate my children. Or I hate myself as a black woman. Regardless if I grew up where, my father may not have been, in energy of masculinity, doesn't make me want to hate him for that. Yeah, exactly. Because whatever we hate in others, we hate in ourselves. Period. And now that I realize things now, I just try to do things differently. I like to see the good in everybody. If it's something that is negative or rubs me the wrong way, I don't pay attention to it. I don't follow it. None of that. That's just what it is. He said feminine women never hate. If people hurt us, we bless them, because if it was a lesson, a blessing, and taught us what we don't like, and taught us what we don't like. Yes, exactly. Exactly. But even if you don't prefer them, does it matter? Nobody cares, mama. Hey, nobody cares what you prefer. They don't. You think these men don't care that you don't prefer them? They're still going to make their money. Why are you focusing on what you prefer instead of being in receiving mode? That's my point. Whether you prefer them or not is irrelevant. It's just irrelevant. Because the man you prefer, you're going to treat them like the prize? You're going to put them on a pedestal? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, domestic. If you don't like men, that's very fine. It's a preference. The message here is not about telling you not to prefer them. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, DJ. Women should prefer the man who treats them the best and provides the most, no matter the race. DJ, please say that again. Shoot. You said the message here is feminine energy. Don't hate. Okay. You say I want to receive from who wants to give to me. DJ. Please say that again. Please say that again. Okay. That's where I'm all for that. You know, I'm all for that. Because whenever a woman hates, she brings more hate her way. Exactly. You know. And usually women yeah, exactly. I want to receive from who wants. I said this, right? I need to put this out again. That's what I want to just please. Let me just keep this here. Okay? So you say you receive from even a 5-year-old, okay? You know that I'm telling you. I remember one time this little boy, he was like, "Oh my," he said, he just stared at me. He's like, "So beautiful." I said, "Oh, that is so sweet. I'll take his money. I'll take that little boy's money. Shoot. I have, and I do it again." Okay. He said, "Do I have any videos on receiving? You struggling with that?" Do I? I think so. I'm not sure. I'm telling you, I'll take for whoever want to get. I'll receive it. I will sure receive it. Okay. You want to give me some money, sir? I will take your money. Okay. The only thing I prefer is money. I don't care about no man's race. I prefer his money. Okay. I was born to receive. I'm a receiver. That's it. Talk about I don't prefer. Who cares? Who cares? Well, if you don't prefer them, then we don't prefer them. It's like, and what's your point? That's what I don't understand. What is your point? Those ones who are going off saying we don't prefer them, they don't prefer a woman like you too. Okay? That's just what it is. Okay, they don't prefer you either. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with any race of man. I really don't. I really don't. No matter what. I'm here to take. I'm here to receive. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? You said I'll receive from anyone. If he has what I want, I'll take it. I'll take it. If he's white, I'll take it. If he's black, Asian, Hispanic, I want what I want. I don't care what he looks like. Okay? Please, I'm telling you. Exactly. If he's considered ugly, I'll still take it. If he's considered attractive, I'll take. DJ, you already know what time it is, DJ. You already know. Exactly. I am literally not here because of how he looks, but because of what he has to give me. But you know what? Women who are in their masculine energy, they love to focus on a man's looks. Oh, well, if he's a certain, because it's like, okay, you say it's a race you do prefer, and he treats you like trash. He treats you like doo-doo. You still gonna prefer him? You still gonna want him? That's the thing with a lot of those women who are not that divested energy. They track the bottom, the bottom dwellers. That's what they track because of their mindset. They always like, oh, I don't prefer it. It's like, okay, what is your point? Oof, Lord. I don't focus on a man's looks. I don't put that. Because I'm telling you, I have gotten money from all race of men. This is what it means when you to be a gold digger. I'm a gold digger before anything. You say, imagine Elon Musk saying he don't want a certain race to buy his Tesla. He would never be the greatest man ever lived on this planet. Exactly. Yep. True. Looks literally don't matter. I just want what I want. I don't want looks. I want money, affluence, and a nice, easy life, period. Yep, feminine energy never, ever, ever judges. We're connected to the higher power, and that power never judges. Exactly, period. We're connected to the source. When you're in your feminine energy, you're not focusing on how a man looks. You're just not. How can a woman say she's in a feminine energy, but you know, she's there like focused on a man looks? You know, yeah, Elon Musk would have definitely got slandered. He would have definitely got slandered. Absolutely. And you know what? The joke is they still would have bought his things. There's so many of those people who make what's that guy? I don't know if it was Michael Kors, one of these designers that said he didn't want, I don't know who designer was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know it was a designer that said he didn't want black women to buy his purses to put the so she wouldn't put his weave in it or something like that. I don't know if that was Michael Kors or something, but one of the designers said something about that. You think it stopped them from buying his stuff? No. They still bought his things. Domestic guys, please say that again. I'll take a woman's money too. I'll take a dog's money. Shoot. I'll take a duck. I'll take a cat. Whatever it has the ability to give me money, I'll take it. If a bird flew by and dropped some money in my lap, you think I'm gonna be like, I don't like this. I don't prefer animals. I don't prefer them. I must take that damn animal's money. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Imagine. Bird just went bloop, bloop, bloop. Drop me some money. Shoot. I tell you. Me too, domestic goddess. Me too. Me too. I just don't pay attention to anything that doesn't relate to me. Cause I'm always gonna think about me first. I don't care about men enough for me to have hatred towards them. Right? Domestic, don't kill me. I'll take the dog money and the damn dog. He'd be staying outside though. That dog ain't coming in. I'll take that dog's money, but he ain't coming inside. Stay outside and shoot. You know, I'll take his money. I'll take a homeless man's money. Okay. I sure will. You know, one time I was outside and this homeless man, it was funny, y'all. Oh my God, it was funny. He was asking all these people for money, blah, give me some money. Can I have some money? Can I have some money? Can I have some money? And so he came to me and he was like, can I have some money? I said, shoot, I should be asking you for some money. You know what? Give me some money. I want to buy something. And he looked at me so shocked. Like, what? You want my money? I'm homeless. I don't care. I'm a woman. You're a man. Give me some money. I said, you know what? I actually want to buy some coffee. What change do you have? And he looked at me like, I have $2. I said, well, you know what? You can give it to me. I want to go get me some coffee. Shoot. And guess what? He stood there for a second and he's like, okay, here. Gave me his little bit of money. I took it. You think I would feel some type of ways because he's homeless? I don't mean nothing. I'll take your money, sir. Shoot. I don't discriminate when it comes to getting money. I'll take your damn money. Give me your damn money. Give it to me. I'm telling you. Woo. Wow, I sure did. Hey, he stood there like, did I just give money? Yeah, you did. And I took it. Okay. You said you would list your basic standards. The standards required for me to accept the proposal. Looks are not on the list at all. The only thing a woman should be focused on is how wealthy this man is and is he generous with his wealth. Not about his color, what she prefers. It's, are you generous with your money? I just don't limit myself. when it comes to receiving. I don't limit myself. That's it. He said every wealthy people in the world got money from everywhere that added to their wealth. Exactly. Imagine if somebody was saying, I I just want money from. Oh, speaking of that, when I used to do fundraising with my ex, when I used to do fundraising with him, when it comes to money, we never discriminated against anybody, age, race, gender, nothing. We literally was like, hey, we're raising money for this. And whatever they gave, we took it. I would always have my hand out. Like, yeah, I'll take your money. It didn't matter. It never mattered. Imagine, we even thought about it. We even said this. Imagine if we just had something set up where just only Black people can donate, or only white people can donate, or only Asian people can donate. We would literally be cutting out a portion of money from other sources. And anybody who knows about money knows that's not smart. You always take, always receive it, always. Shoot. You said I said that. If a man does not meet my basic standards, he does not get a date, period. My standards are about things I will receive literally or figuratively. But looks, no. Yeah, what is looks going to do for me? Looks ain't going to do nothing for me. The only woman who's paying attention to a man's looks is a woman who's looking to have, with him. She wants to have sex with him because she wants to create a child. She wants to have children. Maybe that's the time when a woman is focusing on looks. But to me, I'm thinking like, my looks is good enough. My looks is good enough. I just don't need to pay attention to a good looking man if I'm not going to get no money out of him. And believe me, I've gotten money out of good looking men. I have money. I have gotten money out of men that other women would have probably gave him, things for free just because he spoke to her. No. I don't care about your looks, sir. What is your pockets telling me? That's the only thing. Exactly. The only requirement is, please, exactly. That is my requirement. But I know when I was pushing out hatred, I just got a hatred. I attracted hatred. It did nothing for me. Nothing. Like at all. Completely. I literally cut off so much people because of that. I had to. Because I'm like, it's not alignment with me. That's why I literally had to just switch up my content, because I'm like, you know what? This is not my goal. My goal is not to push out, derangement and anger. It's not my goal. It's not my goal. You said this businessman gave you money for giving out free samples. Oh, only one. Needless to say, he stood out. Good. You deserve that money. Shoot. You deserve it. That's all I want. I want every single woman to receive money out here. But you're not going to receive it if you're angry and you have hatred in your heart. You're just not. It's almost impossible to get things from a place of anger, especially when a woman has a lack mentality. Her mentality is always focused on the look of a man. She's not getting paid. She is not getting paid. A woman who's only focusing on one race of man, I guarantee you, she is not getting paid out here. She is not making money at all. I remember one time, this was I want to say last year. I was with my daughter at the grocery store, and I was at the grocery store, and it was a black guy who it looks like he just came out of work. He was a working guy. He had his working outfit on, whatever, not outfit, construction work, like whatever. He had that on. And me and my daughter, we're dressed in a feminine energy, right? We not just dressed in it, but our energy, our aura emitted that. It was just like, so my debit card wasn't working. I had the money, but it just wasn't working somehow. And my groceries was like $80. Something. It wasn't a lot, but it was $80. And this guy that was standing behind us, and we're just like, we had that very helpless, oh my God, it's not working. And we both are looking at, is everything working out, Mom? What's going on? I'm like, I don't know. And then he literally stepped in because masculine energy wants to be helpful. And he's like, is everything okay? Do you need me to help? You want me to cover it? No, he didn't want me to cover it. He goes, no, it's okay. I got this. I didn't even ask. He offered. I was like, oh my God, thank you. He paid for our groceries. He didn't ask for our number after. He literally just paid for our groceries and went about his way. And I said, this is what femininity does. This is what pretty privilege is. Pretty privilege does things like this. And then that's it. Exactly. Thank you. Please say that again, goddess. If women would just be general about relational focus on buttons, quit judging others based on color or age or race or gender, the universe will bring her so many unexpected things to her. Exactly. The goal is not about dating out. The goal is to date wealth, period. Can we say that? Can you say that in the back so they can hear you? Let me just leave this up. This is it. This is what it is. This is what it's all about. Listen, do whatever you want. Like if you're not, but to me, if you're not looking for money, then what are you looking for? Because I don't understand. What's the point of being with a man if you're not looking for money? It makes no sense. What are you doing? I don't understand. What's the point if you're not looking for money? What are you looking for? I just trying to understand. What are you looking for if you're not looking for money? I'm looking for money every day. I just find it attracting. I don't even look for it actually. I just attract it every single day. Some way or another, I'm attracting it. Because that's the thing. Women are focusing on minuscule things. It's just like, no. Like it's more than that. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. Stop instead of talk about race. Why don't we just date wealth? What if you get that from the race that you're at? What if you come across a man who's the same color as you who wants to give you everything? Men are not focusing on men are focusing on, especially men who's in their masculine energy who wants to give to a woman. He's not going to give to another man. Men give to feminine energy, so for her to receive it. That's what men give to feminine energy. It's very rare that a man gives to another man. With money, I can do everything with it. Thank you, domestic goddess. I'm married because of money. With this money, I'm experiencing every culture. Period. You said you struggle with receiving because so many men who counter expect something when give from your experience, you turn into an independent woman without realizing it. You said you struggle to receive, sis. Just because a man gives to you doesn't mean, of course, they're going to expect something. What man doesn't want something from a woman? They always want something from a woman. Doesn't mean you have to give it to them. Who cares if they want something from you? It's about you if you want to give it to them or not. You know how much times I gotten things from a man who wanted something out of me? I talked about a whole story about John, who I've gotten like thousands of dollars from. Does that, of course this man wanted to sleep with me. Who cares? I don't care about what he wants. It's about what I want. I wanted his money. That don't matter. When you are in a receiving mode, you are literally being in a selfish energy where you are learning to accept when somebody wants to do something for you. But when you say no, you're not going to get it. And it's going to turn you angry. Like, that don't matter to me. Every man, if this man is straight, every single man, when they give something to a woman, he wants something back. Of course. Everyone. And that's in every race. Every race of man. They all want something. All of them. All of them. Every woman, every single woman has options when she marries a man with money. It has nothing to do about, she doesn't need to date out to experience new cultures. It's not about dating out. It's just dating, period. Wealthy men. That's it. Exactly. When you look for good, you always find whatever we look in people. We look for good in them, we'll find it, period. Yes. Man, they want to feel needed. They want to feel like that they're going to get something for whatever they put in. At the end of the day, it's up to the woman to decide what she wants to give. Some women, I came across women who are like, oh, this guy, I don't want to give him anything. I don't want to take anything from a man because he's going to expect sex. But she's the type of woman who ought to give men sex for free. Just give it to them just for the sake of it. Then again, she's a working woman. So she had a lot of testosterone. A lot of it. So she just wanted to have sex for the sake of it. Just to have it. And I'm just like, oh my God. Right. I envision getting money from any man coming my way. I see men as walking, breathing money that exists to me, exists to give it to me. And that's what I get. I don't think he's going to think, even though they naturally usually do. But yeah, I mean, I just always focusing on a man's generosity. And that's what I just focus on that. I focus on a man's generosity, what he can give to me at the end of the day. Because woman, when she's in her feminine energy, she's always ready to receive. I don't think she what's that called? I don't think she limits herself. She never limits herself. She's always ready to get what she wants. That's it. It's almost like the woman is a business and you're dealing with all customers, right? You can't, especially as a business, you can't denounce somebody else because you don't prefer them to buy from you. You won't make any money. You just won't make money when a woman is a business. So if a man is coming to your business and he wants to give to you, you're going to say no because you don't prefer him? You know what I'm saying? Does that even make sense? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And me as a business, which is me, myself, and I, and a man is coming to me and he wants to offer something to my business, I'll take it. I'm more like a charity, if anything. I'm always taking donations. I'm always taking donations. Okay. Yeah, that is people pleasing when women do that. They're afraid of being not liked, so they do not do anything, like expecting him to pay if it makes him expect anything. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, DJ. Exactly. 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 I don't expect them to want sex in exchange, as I'm not a prostitute. Yes, I 100% agree with that. 100%. I agree with that. Exactly. And you know what? I'm just, you know what? That's exactly how I'm looking at it. I'm a charity. Yeah, I'm a charity. Forget a business. I'm a charity. Like, yo, I'll take your donations. That's how you look at it. When a man wants to give you something, even if he is thinking that, it doesn't matter what the man's thinking because you're not going to give it to him. You're not going to give it to him. Exactly. People donate billions to charity, billions, because they want to help them. You know, like I said, when I was fundraising for the charity, when I was doing that with my ex, you know, and there's men who were donating, you know, like out of pocket, $100, $200 right there, donating that money. They're not looking at me like, hey, can I hook up with you afterwards? We got to stop thinking like that. Of course, a man is going to want something. It doesn't mean you give it to them. If he wants sex, he needs to go pay for it from somebody else. But when that man is giving you money, you're just there to receive it. That's it. And that's all. He's doing it from the kindness of the heart because he wants to donate to your charity. That's what it is. That's what that is. Yes, the way we think and believe sets the stage for everything in life, period. Yep. And if he does, it's because he's on cough. On calf. Did I say that word right? I never heard of that word before. English is not my first language. I would suppose I need up my standards if I would have gone out with a man who would think dinner or money meant I would exchange. Yeah, DJ, please. DJ, you are, girl. Y'all know what time it is. Is it uncouth? Uncouth? I never heard of that word before. I want to look at that. What does uncouth mean?
Uncouth means lacking good manners, refinement, or grace. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Oh, okay. No, okay, cool. All right. That's a new word. I never heard of that word before. Thank you, DJ. Never heard of that. Yes, he is unmannered. Yes. He said, don't go out with men who would have to buy sex is step one. Okay. Oh, DJ. Raz, DJ. Hey. Hey. Oh, my God. Yep. Yes, DJ. A woman in the presence of a man is a blessing for him. Just breathing in his presence adds years to his life. Period. We sure do. That's why I don't, that's why I don't even want to sleep next to one. I'm just like, no. My bedroom is for me. For me, myself and I. Nobody is allowed to sleep in here. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to sleep next to no man. Does that mean I hate them? No. I just need my space. That's it. Yep, we are connected to the higher power. That's why God said it's not good for man to be alone because he was going to die without the feminine source, okay? Yes, I never heard of it, DJ. That's a new word for me. That is a new word. I never heard of that word today, like ever. But yeah, a man that respects sex after him taking you out to dinner. This is a very poor-minded man. This a man. He is very pathetic. I actually, speaking of that, I went on a date with a guy. He was Portuguese, right? And this guy was such a pig. He was such a pig. Okay. This man, and you know what he said? You know what he said? Oh, I don't even know if I should even say this, but maybe I'm going to say it anyways. This man, you know what he said? Oh my God. It was so crazy because when I met the guy, he was dressed in plaid, right? A plaid. He looked like a farmer. You know, he looked like a farmer, but I knew this guy had money because where we were at, where I was at a lounge where I met him, and he was basically the boss, basically because everyone, the waiter was talking to him. So he just gave her the card, his card. So I'm like, okay, so this guy is the one, the money. And he was short, right? I thought this guy, I don't know, I guess I picked up on the wrong energy, whatever the case is, but hold on, let me say this. Take a look at all the boys and all girls. Take a look at an all boys and all girls situation. One is life and one is almost dead. Men need women to breathe clearly. Okay. Yes, Sahata DJ knows assignment. He said so true. I'm learning about getting because this man offered to take me to a nice restaurant outing. Afterward, he literally said, I brought you here to F verbatim. I'm glad the alcohol revealed his intentions. Lord, where did you find this man, Jamil? Did you find him online? I just want to know. Did you find him online? Exactly, Sahatu. Oh, you're learning about vetting. Okay. Okay, learning about vetting. Okay, so that's why, sis. You met him at a local bar. Okay. I'm not trying to say anything because you just can't expect much from men in those environments. Don't get me wrong. There are some men who have more manners, but most of the time, if they're at a local bar, yeah, you know. And again, exactly, that's your past. But yeah, this guy I met, it was at a lounge, a high-end kind of lounge, but at the same time, I literally found out this lounge was full of gay men, But anyways, his what he said was, he said every time he goes out, he knows some black girl. That's what he said. My girl was on the phone when he said that. Is going to come to him because he's been sleeping with black women since he was 17. The man was in his late 50s. And I think he came across a lot of black women who just gave it up to him because he was Portuguese. Just because. He wasn't even generous. He wasn't even generous. He felt like because we had some like fine cuisine or whatever the case is. The bill came up to like $400. And this man just kept thinking that he was entitled to get, sex or something afterwards. And I remember telling my girl about the situation afterwards, and she's like, you had to experience this guy, and he had this type of cologne, this kind of musky smell. Oh, it just was just terrible. But either way, it was just something like I experienced because I just needed to experience. And I felt like I need to go through that experience because I thought, okay, this guy, he has money, then I should be around him. But now I realize I don't have to be around, unpleasant people or unpleasant men. I don't have to be around that. And if I experienced it, I'm not going to hold on to it. It is what it is. I just keep it moving. I use it as an experience that I learned from, because I realized the things that I did wrong. I don't blame him for having those, for him being, a pig or anything like that. I don't blame him for that. I just move on. Right? I have always had, pleasant experiences, but even if the ones I didn't have, I don't use it to hold on to and be like, oh, and then just have some type of issue towards men because of my unpleasant experiences. Anytime a woman attracts something, it's because of her past thoughts and actions. Once we do better, we get better. That's it. You said, yes, thank you, DJ. And there were a lot of red flags. And sometimes women ignore them. Sometimes women ignore it. But yeah. He was very colorist, Kathleen. Move on from people who didn't treat you right and focus on what you desire instead. Because whenever you're talking about something that didn't work, you're inviting it back into your life. The past has to go. Talking and thinking about the past brings it back into your experience. I agree. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. You're right. Let me highlight that. And I think this is what a lot of divestors do. They keep talking about and hold on to negative experiences, expecting to have a different outcome. It's like it's not going to happen. Now, like I said, all I attract is good things and masculine energy men. That's all I attract. I can't tell you the last time I attracted a negative energy. Yep. The past has to go. This is the only way we can move on with our life, is just letting go of the past, letting go of things that don't serve us. That's why I had to let go a lot of the content that I made in the past, because I was like, this is no longer my message. My message is not about hatred. It's not about, bashing, black men or talking bad about, it's not about, or even mentioning, Dusty or Sugar Booty or anything like that. I just want to switch up the narrative, because I know, words have power. Words have power. What you talk about, you bring about. Words have a lot of power. You will manifest things when you hold on to things like that. Yeah. It is universal law, because what we focus on, we invite into our experience. And I am happy to say that I did attract masculine men. I attracted that. It's a beautiful thing, because I was so busy focusing on myself. I remember a positive experience when I was in the health food store. And this was a couple of years ago. I remember it was actually a black guy who literally he was trying to talk to me. And right from the beginning, I was like, I could just tell he was like, he was just, and he was an older guy, not that old, but old enough. And I was like, shoot, I know this guy looks like he likes me. Let me take advantage. And I did. And I got, I swear after 15 minutes after knowing this guy, I got like $250 because he really wanted my number. And I was like, well, I need to pay my phone bill. you won't be able to get a hold of me if I don't have money to pay my phone bill. I was actually surprised, but that's because that was during the time he was making good and a lot of money. And that tactic worked then. I don't think I would do it now. I was surprised it did. I just threw it out there and I was like, well, this is what it is. And he happened to give me money. And I was like, wow. And a lot of these men are lonely. A lot of them. A lot of them just want our energy, our time, all of that. Yes, domestic guys, absolutely. You look at people talk about negative things, their entire feeds and messages are full of negativity because that's all they, and you know what? They attract it. Those are the ones who talk about negative energy all the time. Those be the ones that attract the worst type of luck. Your car will break down. They a neighbor's dog will piss on their lawn or something. They're just, story of my life. This happened to me, story of my life. Like they're always attracting something negative. Nothing always works out. That's why you got to switch the narrative. Be like, hey, the saying is, this is the saying. The saying is, where is it? The saying that women need to learn to say to themselves, things are always working out for me. You literally have to say that. Things are always working out for me. Every single day. Things are always working out for me. So, you start switching things up. Talk about things positive. Only pay attention to positive things. You will see how your life transforms. Mind you, it took me years to get to this point to understand it now. Sometimes, I'm not perfect. I will slip up here and there, but I'll get right back in track. Like, oh, you're right. Let me not talk about things that were negative. Let me not focus on it because it's not going to do me any good talking about it. The goal is my goal anyways, on my channel is for women to learn to be in receiving mode, to receive, to be open to receive. That is my goal, for her to open to receive. Yep, exactly. Wealthy people do not entertain negativity. They really don't, because they can't afford it. They're not around it. You don't see wealthy people hanging out with the poor. If somebody got a poor mentality, poor mindset, they're just not around it because they know it can be poisonous. It could have a poisonous effect. It's a poisonous effect. It's like it's very easy for somebody to spoil your energy. And then think about it. I think about it. Sis, you think I should mention Candace Owens? Or you think I should wait for another topic for that? Because I was even thinking about, look what happened to Kanye West. All because he was around somebody who just talks about negative things all the time. He went from a billionaire status to a millionaire. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That is good. And it's not even just on TV, Mara. Amaria. That's a beautiful name, by the way. Amaria. Did I say it right? Amaria. Yeah, beautiful name. It's a good thing. It's not even just on TV. It's social media. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those things, all of those outlets. You will see people, things that they post about. You don't even have to have a TV to come across negative feeds. YouTube is infamous for that. They will show you some like a 2-minute videos of something very drastic or something traumatic. It just, yeah, she did. Candace Owens reverted from positivity to negativity. Yeah. Honestly, I'm actually surprised at the people who rocked with me from my journey. They literally see my journey from when I started my channel. And even though I may have focused on negative things, I always put it in a very funny way. Cause I always felt like I was a comedian, the class clown, y'all. That was me. I always talk about those things. But yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Sahata. Thank you so much, babe, for rolling with me and supporting me. I really appreciate that. Yep, Candace Owens has reverted from positivity to negativity. Uh-huh. Now she in trouble. It's sad. And I honestly, like, I was gonna say this for another topic, but you know what? I'm gonna talk about it. With Candace Owens, it almost seems like she used being a black conservative for clout, used Trump for clout, because she's a feminist. Then I'm just gonna be honest right now. Candace Owens is a feminist and highly masculine, extremely, like extremely masculine. Like, I don't understand. The woman got 2 children. Why aren't you at home taking care of those babies? It makes no sense. I just, and I'm not even trying to be like judgmental right now, but at the same time, she's under the disguise that she's conservative. But I really believe this woman's a feminist. She stays debating men all day. I just can only imagine the energy that she comes back with, because it's masculine, and it's just like, I don't know, it's weird. She worked through her pregnancy with both her children. I don't know why she's trying so hard to prove something. Now she's talking about Trump. Man, I'm telling you, I just couldn't. I was like, wow, what happened? Oh, God, it's just, anyways. I have to do a video on Candace Owens. I really do. I really, really, really do. I really do. Oh, thank you. Domestic goddess. So are you. So are you. You say you was always confused when the red pill guys would praise her as being the feminine pro. Yeah, she's not. She's not. She's not. If red pill guys are praising her, then they see something that there's nothing feminine about this woman. She literally attacks everybody. She was even attacking somebody in the same what's like her, like who was she talking about? Kim Classic or Klasick. I don't even know if I said her name right. She was running for senator in Baltimore. I don't know. She was talking about her. She's like, oh, she's a stripper, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yo, you sound like a hater. You sound like a hater. Man, that was disappointing. Cause like I was like, oh, Candace Owens, but especially, when she was debating, Cardi B, and I was like, oh yeah, da, da, da. But man, now I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. She has that, like, she stands up in P type of energy right now. Just hardcore. I'm hearing people in her circle don't even like her. They just tolerate her because of who she's married to. If I was married to a man who's worth $300 million, man, you wouldn't even see me lift anything. Are you kidding me? Psh, what? My God. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep, of course, Candace is feminist. She's in her masculine. Whenever a woman works, that's what happens. Exactly. She just wants to be in energy with men all day. just, you know. Oh my God! Every woman should rest her femininity and depend on God to bring her everything. He will do it through various sources. Exactly. I'm telling y'all, the last time I worked a job, I had to clock in. That was back in 2000, ending of 2019, and then I got fired in 2020. I got fired, y'all, because they were asking me to do too much. I was like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. I was only hired to be a hostess. What is this whole thing about me throwing out garbage? Y'all, I did not touch no garbage. I don't think so. I just felt like this man was really trying to bring out this strong black woman type of thing out of me. They just didn't like it. They didn't like it. I was working with pure liberals, so they didn't like when I was walking around with my dress on and heels and clickety clacking through, because I was working as a hostess at a comedy club. He wanted me to do things. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I just can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Just no. Yep. You said I'd be living the good life out of the limelight. Exactly. It just makes no sense. I think she's trying too hard to prove something. She's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I like making my husband a sandwich." She thinks that's what makes her feminine. What? That don't make you feminine because you can make your husband a sandwich? Man, I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. And I'm saying it right now. There's gonna be a divorce. It's just a matter of time, because anytime a woman is working and she's married, she's basically letting people know there's problems in her marriage. Okay? That's just what it is. You see a wife working, she's letting it be known there's problems in her marriage. She can no longer rely on her husband to provide. She's basically moving as a single woman, because you working, you're single. That's just what it is. Because there's no point. How are you going to say you're conservative, but you're married and you're working? There's nothing conservative about that. You let your husband do the work. You see, this is what I like about Melania Trump. She ain't got to do nothing extra. She ain't got to write no books. The only time she was doing speeches was because she was doing it because her husband was the president. But now you don't see her posting on social media talking like, girl, Candace Owens needs to go home and get off it. She has a cooking show. She has all these businesses that she's doing. Like, it makes no sense. He said that's what happens when a woman works. She becomes very critical of everything and everyone. Yep. It's so much smarter to be rich, but out of the spotlight. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. I don't need to be up in the spotlight anymore. I'm just like, I don't need to do all of that. I just don't. I don't need to prove nothing. I just don't need to prove anything. Yep, he said once you have your first job out of the workforce, being a mom is already a full-time job. I'm telling you, being a woman is a full-time job. It's not easy. We have to go through periods. Some women are going through menopause. Being a woman is already work. Why do you need to do more on top of that? I don't get it. And I feel like feminists, they want to prove something. I can work. I'm strong. Even if I have popped out 5 children, I can still hold a job. And it's like, what? Man, that's too much. That's too much. I'm proud to be, in a lazy energy. I'm proud. I'm telling you. Yep, femininity is just breathing, receiving, and not working for anything. Exactly. Yep, hatred equal work equal masculine energy, period. Women need to put femininity to the test. I'm telling you. That's why I'm just like, oh my God, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I used to big up. I used to big up Candace. I used to big her up, and now I just like nah. Now she's going against Trump, Zaddy Trump. I'm sorry, I can't support that. I cannot support that. Like you just can't. You sometimes you just got to be humble. You know, you got to be humble. She's not humble right now. She's definitely not humble right now. Not at all. Like it's not a good look right now. It's not a good look for her. It's just not, I'm just like it's almost a little bit disappointing, to be honest. But I don't know. I never really thought she was feminine, to be honest. I just like that she was a black conservative. I think that's what it was. But she wasn't a conservative in the beginning. She used to be a Democrat, she said. She used to be, and I think she became a black conservative to get clout, to get attention, to get put out there. I mean, she started on YouTube. Now look where she is. You know what I mean? So, God, it's disappointing. It's disappointing because it's just like another woman trying to prove that she can work after having children. It's just, I don't know why women do that. Why do women have to try to prove that she can work? Like having children is not work enough. That's a full-time job. Taking care of children, especially when people expect you to be selfless for them. God forbid you become selfish and think about yourself. I can't stand it when I see a working mom. I can't stand it because it's like you have a child. You're already working. You gave birth. We love Candace, but now she's on a different vibration. But we still love her and wish she realized that her kids need her more, and being her feminine energy will bring her peace. Exactly. Like she was struggling to give birth to her second child because she was working. Like I just can't imagine. Y'all, when I was pregnant with my babies, please, I could have barely, you know what? I could barely go to places, let alone work and stand up there and trying to tell a speech. Like this, she has that strong black woman prototype. People are even telling her she should run for vice president. Then if somebody's telling you need to run for vice president, they don't see you as a feminine woman. They see you as a man. Yeah, oh, absolutely, Linda. Meghan Markle too. Meghan Markle is extremely masculine. That's why people are like not respecting Harry, because they're like, what's wrong, Harry? What's wrong with you? I think it's because after his mom died, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. But they definitely have the same energy, that same, energy. He said, I'm seeing detriments of working after kids with my parents. The detriments. I know what you mean. Working with kids, with my parents' marriage. I'm learning a lot about what not to do in a marriage. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yep, live for yourself. Wherever you are, don't care what anyone thinks about you because they don't even care about you. Domestic goddess, please say that again. Exactly. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. Yeah, she definitely emasculated Harry completely. Yeah, when people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them nothing. I'm happy not working. Yeah, they asked me this. I went out and she's like, "Oh, what do you do?" I said, "I live." That's what I do. I live. You know, even to ask me, if they try to ask me, well, how do you survive? God, I don't need to do nothing to make no money. I don't gotta do nothing. Shoot, I take I take the welfare checks, okay, the government assistance, and keep my butt at home. I'm content with the bare minimum. I don't need all of this stuff. I don't need to do nothing. You know, I'm content. You live content with minimum things. Your life is easier, so you can get up and travel anytime. You know, I don't need all of this stuff and all these fancy this and fancy that. That's not going to do nothing for me. If somebody wants to buy it for me, I'll take it. But even then, yeah. So you said both women have men that could provide fully for them, but they want to prove something. You said, Milu, psychological illness. Okay, it's true. They do. They have both men that can fully provide for them, but they want to prove something. I could be like they want to prove that they could be more men than the man they have. It's like no, it's ridiculous. You since you're 14, I don't know what work is, but yet I got everything I desire. Period. Oh, Kamala Harris, we already know. That's a whole man. I know Kamala Harris stands up and pee. I know she does. I know she does. He said God brings you everything. Period. God covered you for the summer, but you had to get a job for the fall. Why? Girl, sometimes you know what? We don't really have to. I don't know how it is, you know, certain people have certain places where they live, but out here, I'm just so grateful in Canada. They really do take care of their people. They really do. They take care of their people. Right, domestic. They should domestic. I'm telling you, the government assistance is royal. How do you think the royal family survive on the government? They sure do. On the people. That's exactly how I survive. I've been surviving like this. The moment I came into this country, I was like, I am not working. I am collecting these checks. I'm going to collect these checks until I get married. That's it. I don't care what people say. They're not paying my bills for me to care about their opinions. Shoot. That's what I'm doing. Oh, you're a college student? Damn, girl. That is just debt. That's a waste of time. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's school is just a waste of time. All school does is just teaches people how to be slaves. That's what schooling does. It teaches people how to be slaves. You said, yeah, people want to talk complicate it all the time. You said, see what happened to Giselle Butcher and Tia Mowry? Yep, now they're blaming the men. These masculine women don't make sense. They never do. They always blame men for their problems. It's never their fault. Masculine women stay blaming men. It's never their fault. It's like they always have this victim mentality. It's never their fault. It's always the men. All men are this, all men are that, all men. It's like, and I remember saying this. One girl was telling me, she's like, oh, all men expect a woman to be making $1 a day at least. This African woman I met. I was like, girl, did you date all men? How could you speak for all men? Did you date all men? Shoot, like what? What's that even mean? Okay. Okay, I see what you said. I'm just so lazy to do anything right now. To be honest, I feel like I worked enough. I gave birth 3 times. That was the most work I've ever done, and that's the most work I'm ever gonna do. I don't plan to do nothing else. The only work I'm doing is focusing on my mind, get my mind right, and get things right. That's it. You know. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. They try to make femininity like it's weak, and it's like there's nothing weak about being a feminine woman. There's a lot of strength. Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, shoot, they keep me young. Because you know what it is? I'm telling you my secret for staying young. I swear to you when I say this, there's every single day I laugh. I laugh every single day. There's always something for me to laugh about. I don't think there's ever been a day where I just stayed in a miserable way, like, ooh. I laugh every single day. Either I laugh at somebody else, I laugh at myself, I may laugh at the children. I'm always laughing. I have to. That is my energy. I laugh every single day. This is what keeps me, because laughing, it takes less muscles than to frown. If to frown, it takes more muscles and makes your face wrinkle quicker when you're frowning versus laughing. I laugh all the time. All the time. I laugh all the time, every single day. I'm laughing. That's the energy I see myself. I'm always laughing. Always. I just can't help it. Every day. I'm telling you, every day, even before in the past if I did cry about something, I laugh later. I laugh about something. Something I would think about that made me laugh. Just, shoot. That's it. And then telling you, I find strength in my feminine energy, because it's like I realize I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I chill. I literally I just chill. That's it. That's all I do. I just chill. I don't have to do nothing. No work. I go get my little exercise, go get my little walk on. I like to bake muffins. I made some banana bread the other day. Ooh, child, I made the best banana bread. Oh my god. I had cut up some apples and baked it in the bottom. And I made some banana bread with some almond flour. And it was the most moistest. I don't know if that's even a word. Moistest banana bread I ever had in my life. Y'all, I don't know. It's just sometimes I eat in my sleep, y'all. I love food. I think that's a problem, but it makes me happy though. You know what I'm saying? I just food makes me happy. I would wake up in the middle of the night and just eat. You know, I don't know why. I just like it was so good though. This banana bread. Oh, and I made it with some my sweetness. The sweetener I used was like it was incorporated with cinnamon and honey. I didn't put no sugar. Just that was I just used honey. And boy, when I tell you this banana bread, it just touched my soul. You know what I'm saying? It touched my soul. Okay, it really did. It touched my soul. I was like, oh my god. Mm. Oh, they say, to get to a man's heart is through food. Well, to get to my heart is money and food. Okay, to get to my heart is some money and some food. Like what? That's a beautiful combination. Okay. Oh my god, it was delicious. Yep, laughing, joy, being happy. It was the foundation for life because everything we ever desire in life is to make us happy at the end of the day. Exactly. It is. It's a good energy to be in when you're happy because you just attract more things to make you happy. That's all I do. I just attract things that makes me more happy. I got a check in the mail for $250 for something I don't remember what it was for. And I was like, "What?" I said, "What was this? I don't remember this." I was like, "What? Thank you so much. Thank you, God. Thank you." I think it was a refund for something. I don't remember, but I got it. I was like, and it was when I least expected it. Boom, money came. Just like that. Don't y'all love when that happens? Oh, oh yes. Me, I love to cook. I love to bake. I made the best thing. You see the picture I sent you, right? Oh my God. I made some chili shrimp. I made some chili fried shrimp from that same guy. His name is Mr. Make It Happen, y'all. Y'all see his channel. Oh my God, his recipes, yo. Oh, man. Mm, mm, mm. Ah, Lord. You love it. I love me some banana bread. I love me some banana bread. It's true. When you happy, we attract happy people. This guy approached me. You saw it, yo, the shrimp. Oh my God. I fell in love. I was like, oh, every piece. It was like, nom, 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 nom. But I remember I was at the healthy food store, and this guy came up to me. Little did I know this man was, you know, who he was. I wish I could tell y'all. This man, I tell you what, he was up there. And he approached me and he was like, "Oh, you look very happy." Or something like, yeah, he's like, "You look very happy." And I said, "Oh," I said, because I was smiling about something. I didn't even notice this man looking at me. And he approached me and he was like, "Oh, you look very happy." And I said, "Oh, I am." I said it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And I woke up. No, I go, "It's a beautiful day. Life is beautiful. Why not for me to be happy?" He goes, "Oh, that's probably because you woke up today." I said, "Oh, look at him trying to hit on me." Ooh, whew. Mm, mm, mm. He sure did. He sure did. No, I got this from YouTube actually. The guy, he was on YouTube. He was because I see a lot of cooking shows. Like that is usually what my feed is. My feed is on is my feed, my YouTube feed will be on like things about manifestation and like good positive energy and then cooking. I see all these different type of things like cooking, baking, and I made macaroons the other day. I made macaroons. I was like, "What?" That's it. I just cook and bake all of that. But yeah, you said, "Dan, now I want to try your banana bread." It was really good. It was so I ate it in like 4 days. I ate it in Oh, you know his channel, Satu? You know his channel? Oh my God, this man could cook. He's like, "Uh-huh, and now we're about to make it happen." I was like, "Okay, sir." He said, "Whenever a man takes financially care of a woman, that makes me happy and at peace with the universe." Okay, yep. That's what happens when you're happy. You attract the wealth. I'm telling you. Oh, the best way to manifest, Amaria, is to be happy. Literally, enjoy your life. Literally, just be happy. Just be happy. When you wake up, give thanks, meditate, have a prayer, and say exactly how your day is going to be. And at the end, you just give thanks that your day was blessed, that it was peaceful. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Like I love life. I am so grateful for every experience I've ever had because it brought me to who I am today. If I didn't experience the things that I experienced, I would have not known the things I know today. It came from experience. You know, and I'm very grateful for them. Every day you literally just have to be thankful. You know, if you got a roof over your head, you're not sleeping by the bus stop outside when it's cold, you got a blanket to wrap your body with. You got soap to use in your body. You can see, you can hear. You got air in your lungs. You breathe today because somebody took the last breath today. Let's appreciate the life we have. My life is so precious. And I'm grateful for every single person I came across in my life. Each and every one of them. The more grateful you are, the more you will attract things to be more grateful for. You thank God for the money you have in your bank account. Doesn't matter how much or how little it is, just be thankful. Like, thank you, God. Thank you for this money in my account. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, my God. You always find things to be grateful for. Like, you know, oh my God, I'm grateful for my legs, my toes, my boobs. Man, I grab my titties, I kiss my titties. I'm like, ah. Thank you so much. These boobs done suppled 3 children, okay? What? I done fed life with these titties. I done fed life. You know? Thank you for my stomach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the stomach I have here. Shoot. Thank you for these thighs. These thighs can save lives, okay? Thank you. Shoot. You know what I mean? I thank you for my booty. I'll make it clap. Click, click. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Shoot. Thank you for my hair. Everything. I'm just thankful. Somebody losing their hair and I'm growing mine out. I am so thankful. I always have something to be thankful for. Thank you for my health, my skin, my luscious, beautiful skin. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so soft and luscious. Thank you for my melanin. Thank you. Oh, right? I'm telling you. Thank you for this vajayjay, my coochie coo. Thank you. You know, I brought some lives in this world. I contribute to the world. I brought some life into this world. There's always something you could be thankful for. Oh, I'm kissing myself right now. I'll make love to me. I'll make love to me. Shoot. Woo, child. I'm just telling you, I wake up, I tell you, I was just like, oh, I said, look at this sexy, you sexy girl, look at you. I keep a mirror just to walk by and look at myself. I just walk by, sometimes I walk by and see reflection, like, who's that girl? Who is she? Is that you? Oh yeah, it is me. You know, I just was like, I look, I was like, look at me, look, girl, look at that. I thank God. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I hear a thought of me that's going to criticize myself, I completely eradicate it. I've been, no, you're not going to do that today. I love you. I love you, Milu. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. You're the best. We in this together. We in this together for life. Let's take care of each other. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be so happy with yourself. You don't even pay attention to nobody else around you. You won't be paying attention or focus on anyone else when you love you. Self-love is the best way to go to be in your feminine energy, is to love yourself. That's it. Exactly. You can't give no one else that responsibility. Domestic, I just saw your message. You said you had your arms open, and your son said, your son opened his arms and said, nope, I'm hugging myself, okay? Shoot. I'm telling you, Linda, I'm the same way. I'm like, what? Self-love, exactly. There's no competition. No one can compete when you got love for yourself. Nobody. You think somebody can make me feel bad about me? Please. They wish. You think somebody can tell me something negative about me when I'm already bigging myself up? It's me, myself, and I. There's no competition. It's 3 against 1. Me, myself, and I. You can't talk about us. True. It's team me all day, baby. Team me all day. Y'all should see when I walk through the sidewalk. I'm just like, ain't no, you better walk around me. You better walk around. You better walk around. Shoot, it's all about us right now. Shoot. Exactly. That happiness people are looking for is right in their mirror, standing right back at them. Somebody can't tell you you will never find love when you love yourself. I already have love. I don't need to look for love outside of myself. I don't need to look at a preference. I don't need to look at it for anybody else. How could somebody compete where they don't even compare? Huh? How could you compete where you don't even compare? Please. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, my energy is so intoxicating. They're like, who is that? I want to be around her. Who is that woman? I want to be around me. Okay? I want to be around me. I make my place a sanctuary for me. I don't even need people to go out with. I go out by myself. I go out and enjoy myself. That's what I do. I go out and enjoy myself. If you happen to be around and see that, then by all means, you just got lucky. But I do this for me. I do this for me. I do things that makes me happy for me. I love to just get up and put on makeup and it just look pretty. Get my hair done. Just walk around and just, I just love that. Oh my God. Exactly, Linda. Exactly. Yes, it's so true. These haters are jealous, but they love having you around because you exude so much happiness. They wish they can have that same happiness that you have. They wish. And they don't realize they don't realize that it's you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't make me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? No. You don't even have to be humble when it comes to you. Don't be humble when it comes to you. You literally have to have that energy, like your ish don't stink, not even your piss. Okay? You got to have that energy when you walk out of the house. People are like, who is that? Who that girl? Nah, not, yeah, I think we're like, who is she? Who is that? Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know who she was? Exactly. People tend to respect you more when you love yourself. Absolutely, domestic. Absolutely. Yes. I'm telling you, there's nobody who can switch that energy. No matter what they say. You know, I always had haters. Since I was young. I always had haters. Always. I had it all. I had people who were pretending my friend, all of that. They tried to bring me down. I remember I was young. I was just like, wow, why don't they like me? And they thought by, making fun of my gap, like, oh, she got gap teeth, blah, blah, blah. And I remembered I was young, and I remember telling my mom, I was like, please, mom, I want to look like everybody else. I am so grateful my mother did not let me close my gap teeth. That is me. That is my personality. I am so grateful she did not say, yes, let's go get your gap closed and look like everybody else. How boring is that? How boring is that for me to look like everybody else? No. 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 Not I. Not I. Shoot. I'm so glad. I am so glad. I had people who used to hate it end up loving it because of me. You gonna love this gap, okay? You gonna love it. I remember this girl. Yo, I gotta tell you this story. This is so funny. I've said this story before. There used to be a commercial back in the days. I want to say this was probably like 20 years ago, right? And it was a commercial for Gap, Gap clothing. They're like, oh, fall into the Gap, right? So this girl, right? She was hating on me. This girl. And it was like, you should not be talking right now, right? This girl, she was a bully. And me, I will bully a bully, right? But she was a bully, and she was just she would bully everybody. But most times when people are bullies, it's because they're not happy with themselves, right? That's what it is. When a bully is a bully, it's because they're not happy with themselves, with their own current situations. So they feel like they want to attack everybody, whatever, right? Anyways, I was young, and I was part of this female program. And I was somebody who got along with mostly everybody. I never had an issue. Somebody had an issue with me, that was their problem. So this girl, she sees me. No. She was a tall, slim black girl, right? And I was like, man, and you know what? It is what it is. This was years ago. This happened, this was like years ago, right? So she goes to me, she's like, oh, you think you're all that? Look at you, your gap teeth. And mind you, this girl, she stunk. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude here, y'all, but she had a very, very bad odor. No one said nothing to her about this girl's odor, right? So if you're going to come for me, you better be able to handle what comes back to you. So she's like, look at you. Your gap teeth fall into the gap. Like she was trying to do the commercial on me. I said, girl, you didn't fall into the bathtub. Shut your mouth. Woo! Everybody the whole hallway was like, they went off. I was like, yeah, don't come for me. Don't come for my gap teeth. Fall into the bathtub. Shoot, get out of here. Just stank booty. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to come for me. I don't think so. But anyways. Oh, man, that was so funny. I couldn't believe it. But I tell you what, she stopped immediately. She stopped immediately after that. She never tried to come for me again. In fact, she tried to be my friend because she got so humiliated because everybody was like, yes, yeah. No. I had to humble this girl. Don't try to come for my gap teeth, sweetheart. You can't talk about something You probably wish you had. Don't do that. You don't do that. I know. She was quiet. She was silent. And the whole hallway was like, oh, you know, I was like, yeah, you better hush your mouth. Shoot. I'm trying to come from my gap teeth. You can't. You know how many times I see somebody try to say stuff like that? Like I had this my whole life. You think I ain't heard somebody talk about it? You think that's gonna make me feel some type of ways? You think it's gonna be, oh my God, let me fix it. Oh my God, everyone's talking about it. That doesn't do nothing. That doesn't do nothing. I've had man make it rain on me because of my gap teeth. Oh, I love it. Ooh, yeah, here's some money. I'm telling you. There's even Madonna. She's worth $800 some million. She could have been fixed her teeth if she wanted to, but her gap is her signature. You know, I'm just like, yo, it's mine. That's what it is for me. That's my signature. It's my gap teeth. Okay. So, anyways, it's part of my love. Exactly. You can't comfort nobody when you stank. Okay. Yeah. And you know what? When you're in this mindset, you literally attract people who are on the same vibration as you. I'm telling you. Yeah, we came in this universe to be happy. Look at children. It's a perfect example. Look at children. Children, they have this energy where it's like, you know, when they're happy, they're happy. They don't let anybody, they don't care about anybody or anything that bothers. They don't care. They're already born to be selfish. Children are born to be selfish. They're born to be that way. You know, they'll be like, they don't hold on to anything. A child will be upset 5 minutes later, maybe even 2 minutes later. You can switch their whole energy. It's just that's just what it is. You know? Yep. Whenever you get in a positive, happy, joyful state, your vibration changes. All negative friends or people will start leaving your life. Exactly. Naturally, they will disappear. Oh, you welcome, babe. You have a good night too. Man, I can't believe it. Look at this, yo. I ended up being on here for 2 hours. Wow. Wow. It doesn't even feel like it. It doesn't even feel like I've been on here for 2 hours, y'all. That's amazing to me. I got so much energy. Oh my God. Yep, exactly. Children completely connected to God. Jesus said it. That's why they're always happy. Yep. Imagine when you know when someone's connected to God, they don't let things affect them. You can't. Exactly. Children don't work. They really don't. They don't even like going to school for a reason because they know school's going to make them do something they don't want to do. So it's like, oh my God. You know what? Anyways, I'm so glad I had this conversation. Right? It does, Jamila. Did I say it right? Jamila? And Jamila. I hope I said it right. I don't know. I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. I'm just like, yo. This is what feminine energy is, though. It's lighthearted, it's laughter, it's having fun. That's what it is. And that's what I want women to understand, that that's what it is. You know? But I'm glad. I'm so grateful for y'all for coming in, because thank you guys. Ladies, thank you so much. I hope I did not offend anyone. My goal wasn't to offend anyone. My goal is just to be light as a feather and for us to just enjoy our life. Oh, thank you, boo. That's what it is. Just enjoy our life. You know, that's it. Enjoy your life, ladies. Be happy. Just be happy. That's the only thing you got to work on, is just to be happy. Don't let someone push their trauma onto you. You can save yourself. Learn to receive blessings, because that's what will put you in a feminine energy and keep you as a feminine woman. Until then, ladies, stay in receiving mode. Stay in receiving mode and be happy. Okay? Jamila. Okay, Jamila. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, boo. Thank you, ladies. Until then, ladies, stay in receiving mode. Be happy. And as always, ladies, stay divine.